What's up, guys? It's Jessie Hilgenberg, and in today's video, we're gonna focus on 10 at-home ab exercises that are going to help you with that deep core stability, building core strength, and pulling the waist in. What most people focus on in order to be able to achieve that are endless amounts of crunches. They're focusing on those bikini abs, the photo shoot abs, those six-pack abs. But what they really need to be focusing on is the transverse abdominis, also known as the TVA muscles. Those are those deep, deep core muscles. They're beneath the obliques. They wrap around your sides and your spine. And those are the muscles that act like a corset and really pull your waist in. And they're providing strength and stability and core activation for those big lifts like the squat, the deadlift, the pull-up, and the overhead press. And that's what you need to focus on. So we're gonna go through 10 of those exercises today. You barely need any equipment for this, so you can absolutely get it done from home. Let's go. All right, the first exercise of 10 today, all you're gonna need is a Swiss ball or an exercise ball. And this is called a Swiss ball knee tuck. You can also do a pike depending on your skill level. So I'll show you the regression and the progression of it. One thing I do wanna talk to you guys about before I get started is you've heard that cue, suck your belly button into your spine, okay? So many people just give a blank stare when they do that. Okay, I did it, I sucked my belly button into my spine, my stomach is sucked in, am I totally activated? And the answer is no. That cue is far more complicated than just sucking your belly button into your spine. So I wanted to show you a trick on how to activate those TVA muscles so that we truly can activate our core and begin to pull our waist in and strengthen our core for all the big lifts. So a simple cue, which is just suck your belly button into your spine, right? I can absolutely do this without feeling any sort of core activation. So what I want you to do is to stand naturally, and I'm gonna exhale all the way and then some. And once you get to the and then some part, that's when you're gonna start to feel that TVA activation. So do this with me. Right about now, when I feel like I don't have much air left, this is when the magic happens. Okay, I have almost no air left, and it is not just me sucking my belly button in toward my spine. I feel so much core activation, and my muscles are what pulled my belly button into my spine. So that's the feeling that you wanna have. This is a great tip for postpartum mamas with diastasis recti, or for anybody that has any trouble activating their core. You wanna take that big breath in, and blow out as much as you can, and then some, and then keep going, and you'll finally understand what it feels like to have those TVA muscles activated. Okay, so keep that in mind when you do these. All right, this is a Swiss ball knee tuck is the first one that I'm gonna show you, and then we'll go into a pike, which is the harder one. So you want an exercise ball like this, okay? And be really careful when you're getting into it. Make sure you're on a stable surface, and you're gonna get yourself up on the ball so that your shins are really, really secure on the ball. And then from here, activate your TVA. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. Make sure you're really far out of your shoulders and your lats are nice and engaged. Now activate those TVA muscles, your core, and pull your knees into your chest. That's all you're gonna do here, and then come back out, okay? Pull the knees into the core and pull the knees out. Now, if you are more advanced and have more strength, you can do this with a pike action. So you'll bring your tailbone up to the sky, like this, okay? So that your toes are on top of the ball, and you come back down, all right? Okay. We're gonna do 10 reps of each one of these exercises today. So you've got 10 knee tucks or 10 pikes on the ball. Let's go. Okay, number 2 is the Russian twist. So you can do these with or without weight. I actually recommend doing them without weight just so you can truly learn how to activate your core. These are done incorrectly a lot. Many people are just twisting their arms or just think that they have to twist their shoulders. But I want you guys to really activate your core and make the twist happen from the core, okay? So you can do these with your heels on the ground like this to start, because you're gonna lean back, okay? Don't round your back, lean back, all right? And start with your hands up in the air like this and start the rotation from the core, okay? And you're gonna come around like this, back to the middle, and to the other side. And even if you're advanced at this, I want you guys to try this, because when you start to really start the rotation from the core, it completely changes the exercise. So if you don't need to have your heels on the ground, you can still start the rotation from the core, okay? So if you have weight, you can do it with your heels on the ground or not, okay? You lean back, activate the core, and so many people are just going like this, right? They're just moving the weight from this side to this side, using their arms or using their shoulders. But use that core, those TVA muscles, suck in and really focus on the core the whole time, okay? You're gonna do 10 reps on each side, so that means you're gonna go back and forth 20 times, all right? Let's go. Okay, exercise number 3 of today's top 10 ab exercises is the forearm plank. I like to do the plank on the forearm because it allows you to really work on activating the TVA muscles. So any variation of a plank is a hardcore TVA, transverse abdominis exercise, working on pulling that core in and pulling the waist in, okay? When you're on your forearms, as opposed to being up high in a high plank on your hands, it allows you to work on your TVA more because you're not having the shoulders and the arms involved. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into a plank. Okay, so forearms are down like this. Okay, your elbows, your hands, and your shoulders are all equal distances apart. Okay, and make sure your elbows are right out from underneath your shoulders. So this would be too far forward, this would be too far back. So right out underneath our shoulders. Okay, I'm on the balls of my feet, and I'm not sinking down, and I'm not poking my butt up to the sky. So you wanna be a perfect straight line from the back of the head all the way to the heels, okay? And practice this once you're in this position of that big breath in and then blowing out and then some. Okay, and from there you start to breathe. But once you have that breath all out and your TVA muscles are activated, that's when you can start to feel the plank really, really count. So you're gonna hold that plank until failure time. So if that's 30 seconds, make sure you have a timer next to you or use your watch. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, make sure you track it so that you can progress over time. Maybe it's 20 seconds today, especially with these new tips about activating your core. It's gonna change everything for you. So maybe it's 20 seconds today and 40 seconds the next time you practice it, but make sure you're tracking because it'll be amazing for you to track your progress like that, okay? Can't wait to see what you do. I'm gonna get it done. Okay, up next is actually a progression from the forearm plank. So if the forearm plank was difficult for you or you need to work on your skill more and your technique with that more, go ahead and skip this one. But if you're ready to progress, we're gonna do a decline plank, and it's gonna be up high into a high plank. So no forearms, your hands are gonna be on the ground, and you need to find a bench or a box or the side of a couch or a low chair. A little toddler chair will work. Anything where you can get into a decline plank position, okay? You're gonna get your toesies up on the box behind you, okay? Get up into your plank position, your high plank. And I want you guys to remember not to sink into your plank like this, okay? Everything straight line from the back of your head all the way to your heels, okay? So no sinking, no butts up in the air. And you wanna really focus on pulling in those TVA muscles, all right? So from here, you're going to progress, okay? If you're ready, you can do a toe tap depending on the type of bench that you have. If you're on a long bench, then pull your knee in to your stomach and tap your toes down on the floor beneath you, and you'll just alternate like that. If you're on a short bench like I am, you can go out to the side like this, okay? Or if you're not ready for that, you can just chill here like this. And you're going for time, failure time, so make sure you're recording your time. Okay, number 5 on our list today is a hanging knee raise. So if you're at home, you wanna find a home pull-up bar. I mean, you guys can do this from a sturdy tree branch. You guys can get this done. I happen to be at the gym today. I'm in a squat rack that has a pull-up bar extension on it, so I'm gonna do these with the pull-up bar. You guys have seen lots of videos with me using my hooks. I'm gonna use my hooks for these because I don't wanna have to focus on my grip strength or my forearm strength, and I don't want that to give out before my core does. So if you have hooks, these are Holland hooks, you're gonna put these on. Grab a bench or a box or a step so that you guys can get up, okay? Make sure you guys can hook in or just grab onto the bar, whatever you got, okay? Your grip should be about a little wider than shoulder width, okay? Something natural, so that I like to say if your hands are like this and you just put your hands up naturally, that's where your grip should be for these, okay? Okay, and you're gonna hang. You can start in a dead hang, but what I want you guys to do here, instead of just being in a dead hang like this the whole time, I want you to engage your lat. So it's kind of like a scapular retraction from here so that you're not just a dead hang. So go ahead and retract here, okay? Let your feet hang and don't just try to swing your knees up. I want you to start the action, start the movement from your core. So really activate the core and use your core to bring your knees up as high as they can go, okay? This is a slow movement, no swinging, no crazy motion or anything, no momentum, okay? Use your core, tighten it, and use your core to pull your knees up as high as they can go and back down, okay? As long as it takes you, nice and slow reps. Okay, you've got 10 here. If this is easy for you, you guys can turn these into leg raises and just keep your legs, keep your knees straight and just do leg raises. I am doing knee raises. Okay, let's get it. Okay, the next 5 exercises are actually a progression of each other leading up to the 10th exercise in today's entire at-home ab exercise video. So what these are, it's called a hollow body hold, okay? And we're gonna start with the easiest one. It's called a dead bug, and we're gonna do each exercise. So that's a dead bug is the first one. The second one will be a little bit more of a progression from that, and so on, all the way up until the final one, which is the hollow body hold. The hollow body hold, in my opinion, is the ultimate transverse abdominis, TVA exercise. It works those deep core muscles. It preps you for a pull-up better than anything else. It preps you for those big lifts, the squat, the deadlift, the pull-up, and the overhead press, and more. It's just so good for those big compound lifts and to really build up that beautiful core strength and that core activation that you need in order to pull the waist in and really have a strong core to be able to do everyday activities, but especially in the gym. Okay, so the very first one is going to be a dead bug. The second one is going to be a hollow tuck hold. The third one is going to be a hollow tuck hold with an alternating leg extension. The fourth one is a hollow tuck cannonball. leading with the last one, which is the hollow body hold. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm gonna walk you through each one of them. All right, let's get into the very first exercise. This is called the dead bug. So you're gonna lay on your back. Okay, you're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna want a 90-degree angle with your ankle, your knee. Okay, so both legs are gonna come up like this, and then you're gonna put both hands up in the air like this. All right, and just like a bird dog exercise when you're on all fours, you're gonna have one leg go down and the opposite limb, the opposite arm of the leg that's going down, go out over your head, okay? And then as they both come in together, you get ready for the next one, okay? So you're gonna be just like this, alternating. And you're gonna do 10 on each leg so that you do 20 total, okay? And don't just go through the motions with these, you guys. Make sure you're starting the movement with the core activated. So this is a TVA exercise, so make sure that you start the movement with the core, making all of the movements and having all of the control. Okay, next up is the hollow tuck hold, okay? So sit comfortably and then just start leaning back, making sure that the core is activated, okay? I like having my palms up, but it's really not that important. You can have your palms facing in, down, whatever. And you just wanna get your knees into your chest, okay? So you're here, make sure you're nice and secure, nice and stable, okay? You're not rocking and losing your balance. So once you've found your balance, then put your hands out like this, okay? And from here, it's just about time, okay? So there's no reps or anything, but what I do want you to practice is blowing out that air, activating your TVA muscles, and just allowing yourself to lean back a little bit more without curving the back. Okay, so you're just right here for time, okay? Okay, so next up from there is a hollow tuck hold again, but you're gonna add an alternating leg extension to it. So you're gonna get right back into the position. Okay, and from here, you're just gonna bring a leg out and a leg in. Leg out and leg in. This one you're gonna count reps, so you're gonna do 10 on each side, ending with 20, okay? You're gonna feel this burn in your quads and your core, okay? Make sure you keep your core nice and tight. Make sure you're not rounding too much. I know I can get into that position, so a lot of times I'll take a break, a little pause just to get my spine straight again, and I'm right here, okay? 20 total. Okay, next up is the hollow tuck cannonball. All right, so same exact position. You're just leaning back, and I want you to bring your knees in like this, and whatever is the most comfortable for you guys. If you want to be like this, that's fine, okay? It's really great because you're gonna make little tiny micro adjustments here. Like you can, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I've got little tiny things happening where I'm trying to make those little adjustments while keeping my TVA muscles completely activated at the same time. If this is more comfortable, you can be here. My arms are kind of too short for this, okay? So if I'm here, I can keep my knees into my chest by just putting my hands on my shins right below my knees here. It helps me also be able to keep my spine straight. And I just practice while I'm breathing and activating my core. I practice kind of leaning back a little bit. The more you lean back, the more you'll feel that TVA muscle grab and your core working really hard here. That one is just for time, so make sure you set the timer before you start, and you're just going to fill your time so that you can progress and add more time as you get better. Okay, we end with the queen of hollow bodies, which is the hollow body hold, okay? I also like to call this the banana hold because you want your body shaped just like a banana, okay? So this is the ultimate progression from all of these. I like to start just like this. I let one leg go out at a time and then get my palms behind me, okay? And from here, you're gonna be just like this, okay? It's not easy for me. I don't have a ton of core strength. I had 2 C-sections, birthed 2 babies, had 2 pregnancies, and I also had pretty severe diastasis recti that I had repaired. I had hernias. My core was a hot mess, all worth it, but my core was a hot mess, and that wasn't that long ago. So I've been working super hard on getting that core strength back, that mind muscle connection to my core. So this is actually extremely challenging for me, and I'm super proud of how far I've come, but this is what you want to look like, okay? And you're gonna go for time with that too. And that's it. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Again, if you want any of my programs, you can check out jessiefitness.com for all of my workouts. This workout, this ab workout that really focuses on the TVA, you guys wanna check out Bodyweight Beast. A lot of these ab exercises are in that program. See you next time.